Welcome back for another episode of Behind the Blade. Let's see what's going on this week.
This is the Hubscape Hero.
So if you've watched our channel before, you'll know that we show you the raw reality and the insights of the grounds maintenance industry. Anyway, we start this video off at one of our parish councils. The lads are currently in a school doing lots of hedge maintenance and line marking, but I'm here with the Bomford Kestrel Flail mower on hire from George Brown's, which you would have seen in last week's video. So here you can see the perimeter hedge that we got to do with the flail, which wraps all the way around this field, so let's get it in check. Anyway, that's enough of showing you about. Let's jump in the tractor and get cracking. So for those of you that haven't used a flail before, there's several designs, but the Bomford is nice and easy on this little joystick. We can control the arm and the boom from here and the head just by rotating the knob. I'm going to crack on and start getting on top of this, and we'll get some content on the way. So the first thing I do is get the head aligned with the top of the hedge to where I want it, and I'm going to have to do this in a couple of passes. So I'm just using the controls to get this exactly where I want it, and then we can start that flail off and start with the first pass. Now as you can see, I'm doing the first edge, or closest to the edge of the hedge, and once that's done we can move on to the back side of the hedging, which wraps round. Now once I've done the whole perimeter, I can now come in for a second pass to try and take the height just a little bit further, and I just keep trimming it back, leveling it off to the last bit I cut to. So now that the tops are all done, I've done about 3 passes just to ensure that I've done the full width, and now I've just gone along and done around a 45-degree chamfer, and now I've got to do the sides. And to do the sides, all I'm going to do is line the tractor up and drive in a straight line along the whole boundary once again. So once I'm lined up, I'm getting it started up and start with the side perimeter, and then once the sides are done, I can just drop the flail onto the ground to knock back the overgrowth, and you can see how far we've taken it back this time. Looks good. And there we have it. I am all done. Now I can't lie to you, I'm a little bit proud. This is the first time I've actually used a sidearm flail. Well, it's not, because if you watched last week's video you would have seen us using it then, and I think I've done a pretty good job. So as you can see here, the top's all nice and level. I've put a nice chamfer on, we've done the sides, and the bottom of the hedge, any growth growing up, you saw us just drop the flail on the ground and sort that out as well. We've managed to do all of this. It's around 300 metres there, 200 metres there, 300 metres there. Really nice and easy to do. It's the first time we've had a proper nice long run where I could make it look picturesque like this. Some of you might disagree, but let us know in the comments, but I think that looks spot on. Anyway, I've now got to go meet the lads at another one of our sites where we're going to be doing our winter cutbacks with the flail to save us doing it in the winter. Then that can go back tomorrow. So you can see all this hedging in the car park, all the petitions, they all need doing with the flail, because we're going to be dropping these and taking these back a fair bit. And that's because we're getting car park renovations sorted at this site, so we need to get all of the hedges in check before that work takes place. So let's get the flail out and get cracking. So working together, we start knocking back all the partitions, just taking it back as far as we can. The sides are the main issues, to push them back so cars have got more space to park. Just like that, we are pretty much all done with the flailing. Let's show you what has gone on. So we've still got some tidying up here, but you can see how far we've pushed it back by the moss on the ground, and the height has been basically half. We've still got a little bit of tidying up to do, but we've also done all of the verges as well, just to expose the edge of the tarmac for the contractors. So we've still got some tidying up to do here, but it's not going to take us too much longer. And then we might be able to reveal some exciting news, either tonight or tomorrow morning. But I guess the video will have to play out, and you will have to wait and see. Is Ash happy with the new unit?
Yes mate, look at it, lovely, spacious.
Some people might be watching this kind of laughing, but to me this is kind of a big deal. It's our first proper commercial lease, and it feels like we've finally kind of got a home, somewhere that we can stay for hopefully a long period, and make our own as we grow, and things can only get better. It looks pretty empty at the minute, and hopefully it will stay that way. We can keep it nice and clean, and yeah, this will be HQ. Potentially set up a little video area here somewhere, I don't know, but we shall see. But yeah, anyway, that is the end of today, and as I've already mentioned, tomorrow I'm heading to Saltex. I may be doing a standalone video for Saltex, and that's probably already out by the time this behind the blades come out, but I'm not sure. I'll just think of a little video idea on the way up there. I want to do something a little bit different, but we'll see what my creative brain brings. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and yeah, as I said, might not be a big deal to some people, but I'm mega proud of the team and where we've come so far in order to get this. When you first set out in business, you don't really understand how much work has to go into even achieving something as small as leasing a unit. But anyway, so I've just arrived at Saltex. We've got parked up and I'm just walking to the hall now. It's about 15 minutes until the show starts, so I thought I'd get here nice and early, because normally every year I get here late and it's an absolute nightmare to get in, but this year was a lot better. So let's get in the halls and see what new kit there is, have a chat with some people and try to do some networking. So as soon as I get into the NSC, I see this absolute legend, which is Rob from Premier Lawns. It was great to meet him. So I've just done a quick lap at Saltex, and it's actually really good this year. There seems to be a good blend of manufacturers and suppliers, but I've just had to stop and catch up on some quotes, walking around and checking emails as I go and just managing communications, and had a couple of emergency quotes come in. So just sat down, get them sent off, and then yeah, we'll run around and get some different types of content at Saltex if we can. It was good to see the usual faces at Saltex, but there were some manufacturers missing. However, I went to visit my favourite, starting off with CUTCREW. Weibang have got some really cool stuff coming out. Again, didn't spend a lot of time on their stand, but just noticed some of the new things.
Is that okay? Is that for Behind the Blade? Tune in to Behind the Blade, best show on YouTube. This is a Hubscape hero. You guys are, I forgot, I don't think we've done names yet.
Oh, I'm Barry.
Barry,
Nice
Alan, Barry and Alan. They're thinking about getting involved. He's also got a YouTube channel.
So once I was done pestering the team at Hubscape, went over to Hustler to see what it looked like to have a nice shiny Super 104. And as you can see, there's a lot of difference from mine. Maybe next year we should get ours on their stand. And then the favourite stand of the show, Trimax. They've got some really cool stuff coming out. Some deck variations that you can see here, and some new Flail equipment. And there we have it, just got back to the truck after Saltex. What a day it's been. I've spent most of the day nattering to people, so if you did come up and say hello, let me know in the comments. It was great to meet everyone. And yeah, it was overall a good day. A bit weird just coming up here on my own without Ash, but he's moving house today, so wish him the best of luck, and hopefully him and his partner have had a stress-free day, although I know that is probably one of the most stressful things about life, is moving house. But yeah, lots of cool stuff this year, met some really cool people, and yeah, good day. Luckily I've only got about an hour's drive back, so we shall see you tomorrow. It's Thursday and I'm on my own today. Ash is still moving house and Cameron has some holiday. I'm currently out of school and we've got to put a 9v9 pitch in. This is where the lads had to rush off the other day and put the goalposts up. Ready for me to line mark it today, because apparently they've got a game on it today. Had absolutely horrendous weather last night, so the ground's mega soft. I'm hoping that the line marking goes well. So yeah, we get this done and then we've got a few other tasks to do for the day, which will hopefully keep me busy. Drama already. I forgot how much I hate that turf tank. Literally this morning it's struggling to grip on anything just because the ground is a little bit moist, and now seems to have like a jetting issue, like the pump's not pulling the paint through properly. So I'm just running to the school, because at the minute I'm on a field which isn't attached to the school. Gonna run to the school, fill up some water and try and jet it through and see if it's pulling water through, and if it's not doing that then God knows. But I don't know why I rely on this thing. Every time we try to use it something happens. It's just not fit for purpose in my opinion. But yeah, perhaps other people have had other experiences with it, but ours has been rubbish. Right, I've managed to jet it through. We're getting somewhere, I guess. Still an absolute nightmare. Turf tank keeps still getting stuck, but at least I can just walk behind it and push it when it needs it. But yeah, back in action. Okay, so I've been back to the unit, sorted out a few bits, grabbed the mower. Because we've got to get one of the elite level pitches that we look after a grass cut, because there's high level training going on tomorrow. Ground conditions I've already got out and checked. They are very on the edge. I'm just gonna have to take it mega careful. But on the way here, something bad has happened. You literally couldn't write it. So that's the tyre that we had pit on a couple of weeks ago, and the sidewall's just gone pop on it. Oh, hang on, someone's calling me back.
Hello, mate.
Hi, mate. How's moving house going?
Stress.
Oh no. Okay, I had a quick conversation with Ash. Obviously, he's moving house, and I can't ask him to run to the unit. In a bit of a sticky situation. Hopefully, the tyre company can help me, but until then, I'm just gonna have to cut the grass, forget about it, and yeah, see what happens. Managed to get the pitch cut. Conditions were on the brink. Luckily we've not left a mark, but it's definitely the last cut of this year.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Really lucky with the tyre situation, so I can't get a tyre fitted out here. It's an odd tyre size. But there is a container up there, so what I can do is get all of the weight off the trailer, and because it's a tri-axle trailer, I should be able to nurse it back to the unit where the spare tyre is. Let's not talk about that one. But yeah, anyway, so not a disaster. After I've been back to unit, got the tyre changed, I've got to drop the trailer off, because some of you might know this is actually a tipper trailer and it's meant to have sides, but the welds are broke on it and it's got to go back under warranty to get sorted out. And also, brand new Brian James trailer, and the jockey wheel snapped after about 2 weeks. When I say the jockey wheel snapped, I mean the welds on the bracket that holds it all on. So that's finally being done as well, so we'll be able to have a jockey wheel, which will be lovely. But yeah, I'll update you as the day goes on. But again, turning nightmares into not so bad, I guess. It is Friday morning and you join us at the unit. I've literally just got here and stuck the coffee pot on. It's going to be a bit of a strange day for me. I've got quotes, meeting up with clients and more quotes, so yeah, but we've basically got torrential rain this weekend. We've had it pretty much all week. So the lads are going to go to one of our large commercial sites, Primark, and just going to do some hedge work and whatever they can there. Maybe just check the site and make sure there's no fallen trees and stuff. But first, coffee. So over at the first quote of the day, and the only reason why I took this video is so I could look back when quoting just to see what needed to happen. Okay, that was quote 1 of the day done. Quite an interesting one. They've basically had wildlife, they don't know what it is, they've had experts in and they can't tell either, destroy the pitch, and they want it playable as soon as possible. Now obviously the best option for them would be to strip it and seed it, but if we was to seed it, we need to rest the pitch, so that is not an option that they want just yet, maybe next season. So we need to figure out a way to get that playable for them and safe at this time of year is going to be a bit challenging. But my first thought process is probably a lot of top dress, a level, and potentially a roll before we do that. And if we can get on it with a verti-drain it after the roll just to try and ease compaction. But yeah, a bit of an interesting one just to try and figure out what's best for the client and what is actually possible at this time of year. And I'm now heading over to another quote. I probably won't film this. It's for a current client that just needs some emergency work doing because of the weather we have had. What a day it's been. So I went to my quotes this morning. I've sorted out loads of stuff on the computer. The lads finished off at Primark this morning. They did a really good job, basically just de-weeding and any hedges that needed to be done. We couldn't get on the banks because of the weather, but it's one of those things. I've now just been to the unit and set the unit up, put all the tools on the wall. So this is what it looks like now. So it's the vision of hopefully being able to just drive in or reverse in with the trailer, and all the tools are next to the side access door in the van, so the lads can just grab them and chuck them in through the side door, which should make things a lot easier. I'm now on my way to see a current client, which is a parish council. I think we're talking about the maintenance for next year, and also a quotation for some stuff that needs to happen over winter. So yeah, it's been a bit of a strange week, not very full-on work-wise. Obviously it's our first week not cutting grass, and we've moved into a new unit, so that combined with Saltex kind of hampered efficiency and output. But I'm sure next week we will have lots of things to catch up on and things to do. Tomorrow we have got jobs booked in, however it's meant to be like one of the worst days of the year weather-wise. So what I've said to Ash is just be on standby. If we can do the work, we will. If we can't, we will call it off. So we're just gonna have to test and adjust. But that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching us here at CUTCREW. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out the raw reality of the grounds maintenance industry, and you might just learn something. Anyway, click all this stuff on screen right now if you want to subscribe or check out our other content, and we shall see you in the next one.